Hello. It is a beautiful day in the southern United States. I live in Georgia. I don't know exactly how hot it is, but it's pretty hot. It's Sunday, so I have on this beautiful yellow shirt to call in the attributes of the sun. And I've been feeling inspired lately, so I wanted to come out here in this beautiful weather and make a video about diaphragmatic breathing and just breath awareness in general. I actually have a yoga class in a couple minutes, so I'm gonna speed this up. But I've gotten a lot of remarks after my yoga class about breathing and how the breath, sometimes it's hard for people to breathe, or the way that I cue breathing, it makes people become aware of their breath and they feel like they're not doing it correctly. Or I've also heard some people tell me that, when I do cue like inhale, exhale, and they remember to breathe, it takes them deeper into the posture and they feel their spine starting to align, etc., etc. So I wanted to share some tips about breath awareness, diaphragmatic breathing. Again, if you saw my other video on posture and awareness, you want to sit up. You can even lift your cheeks so you can really get into your sit bones and sit in a way that where you feel grounded and firm, where the base of your spine is directly connected to the earth, wherever you're at. And you want to sit up tall and straight. Maybe lift the chest and the chin slightly. Your spine is a big superhighway that channels energy throughout the body. So it's one of the main channels of, we have our nerves, our muscles, the connective tissue. And if you look at pictures, they all look like different roads and channels that run throughout the body, but your spine is going to be the main one. So when you're connecting to the breath, you want to make sure that you're sitting up tall and straight so that that light, the energy, the air is moving up and down the spine in a very efficient way, right? And then I'll cue, it depends. But if you're at home, you're watching this, you might want to do this seated. So you'll do it here. In my yoga classes, I typically have us lay down on the mat so that our spine can lay straight. You do what feels right to you. Then I'll cue to exhale all the air out. When you exhale the air out, your diaphragm, which is located right underneath the ribs, so this would be like your lungs, right here would be your diaphragm. When you exhale all the air out, your diaphragm actually compresses. And when you inhale, it expands. And that's where I'll typically say, I want your low belly to fill up with air as you inhale, because as your diaphragm expands, you're drawing air and energy from the low belly, right above the hip, and you're drawing it up through the chest into the lungs and then throughout the rest of the body. So I'll cue, exhale all the air out till you can possibly no longer exhale. At the bottom of the breath, take a full, deep inhale through the nose. You want your inhales to be slow and full, and your exhales to be longer than your inhales. Exhaling all the air out, and then inhaling as much air in as you can possibly sip in, and then pausing just for a moment, and then exhaling again all the air out. Slow, full inhales and exhales. And that's typically how you would connect to your diaphragm so you can get the diaphragmatic breath. So I'm gonna practice here with you guys so you have a visualization or an image in front of you so you know if you're doing it correctly or whatever. Trust yourself, trust your body. It's not hard, it's just breathing. And you becoming consciously aware of the breath is going to help you drop into the body more. It's going to help you be more present. It's going to help you tune into your intuition and notice the signs, the symbols around you that the universe is giving to you to instruct you and to guide you. So it's very important that we become aware of our breath, that we breathe deeply and fully. Hold on. And that we at least try and practice. Because the more that you do it, the more awareness that you bring to the breath, naturally your breath will start to correct itself over time, and this will become your normal breathing pattern. So again, I'm going to demonstrate here. We're exhaling all the air out. And inhaling full and deep. You want the breath to primarily remain in this area. You don't want to inhale and your shoulders hike up. You want the inhales and the exhales to be felt here. As you exhale, you can gently draw your navel or your belly button towards the spine. And as you inhale, you want to feel the low belly expand so that you know that the diaphragm is expanding as well and filling up with air to send to the lungs. You can also visualize the breath moving up and down the spine. You can visualize the breath moving here. Maybe visualize it as a light, visualize it as a color, whatever you want to see, however you want to feel. You can send the breath to different areas of the body where you typically feel discomfort or pain. You can play around with it, do whatever you want, what feels good to you. I just wanted to share this tip because I've had at least 3 people this week comment to me about breath work and how it's been affecting their yoga practice. So to close out, I want to read from this book, Soul to Soul, Poems, Prayers, and Stories to End a Yoga Class. A Meditation on Breathing by Margaret Koblesova. I don't know if I'm saying that right. Sit quietly and bring your awareness within. Close your eyes and relax the space between your eyebrows. Take a long breath in, beginning slowly. Notice the pause at the top of the breath, then let it go. Long and easy. Aware of the peace in the pause at the bottom of the breath. And take another breath in and let go. Notice your chest rise with each inhalation and fall with each exhalation as a reassuring rhythm. In our silence, we become aware of still deeper rhythms, our heartbeat, perhaps the pulsing of the fluid in our spinal cord, the circulation of our blood, the patterns of neural communication, the actual respiration in our cells. We have the colors of our thoughts and the song in our heart. All these rhythms and melodies fold together into a beautiful symphony. This is a symphony that is uniquely yours. Pause, listen, remember. Your symphony is a part of the music of the universe. It is fully, intensely, wonderfully alive. It breathes. As you inhale, the universe is exhaling into you this vivid aliveness, this music. As you exhale, you accept it. So I'm going to do a lot more videos where I may just sit here on camera for 10, 15, 20, 30 minutes and just breathe with you guys. But this is somewhere, some way, a place where you can get started and start practicing your breath awareness or your diaphragmatic breathing on your own. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see next and all those things the other YouTubers say. Peace.